Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler filming for the OBX wave report, looking at waves breaking well off the end of Jeanette's Pier here on this Monday, December the 18th. The monitor at the pier showing wave heights at 11.5 feet. Wave monitors showing waves in the range of 6 to 9 feet. I don't know, maybe we'll split the difference and call this 6 to 10 foot, but oh my God, just huge waves, massive amount of water moving here. Just look at that rip pulling right down the center of the pier. It's not safe to try the paddle out zone near the pier right now. There's just too much water moving and there's too many waves just breaking on the pier, and the channel is too full of sand. So if you do try a paddle out, try further to the south here in between the pier and Grosvenor. Whoa, look at this thing. Sorry, I just can't stop looking at these waves at the end of the pier. This massive wall of white water. I am standing about 30 feet up, so that gives you an idea, and we're looking at waves breaking about 700 or 800 feet away from where I am standing. So that gives you an idea of the massive size of these waves. There are some paddle out zones here on the south side, although the water is moving very fast from south to north. I do want to show you this sandbar that is fully engaged here on the south side of the pier off of Governor Street. And that sandbar has been very strong lately. Good waves breaking out there. Worth noting that I don't see anyone in the water. I think I would try it if someone was willing to go with me, but I'm not willing to go alone. Not in the cold, not with these giant things on your head. But beautiful waves nonetheless. Let's see, let's take a look to the north, show these massive like white stallions like ranging down the coastline with the spray coming off of them, and then in the evening hour you get that sunlight through the spray, so you get rainbows as these waves break. These waves easily in the range of 6 to 10 foot once again here at Nag's Head. I am once again standing about 30 feet up on Jeanette's Pier, so that does tend to flatten out the way the waves look, and it also tends to make the waves look like they're spaced further apart than they really are, especially when you get down in the water. Paddling out through some of this stuff would be certainly a gut check, but not so crazy, not so crazy on the paddle out today, but definitely some very large heavy waves coming in as we get these westerlies cleaning up the water and keeping those waves nice and clean right now for you if you do decide to go. I saw some cars with surfboards in the parking lot here, but nobody in the water. I don't know, maybe people are waiting for it to calm down just a little bit. It seems doable to me, but I don't know. I'm not going to go alone. All right, so let's get down to the OBX wave report for today and the observations provided by the wave monitors, the model data, and the National Weather Service. And right now at Nag's Head, we've got, according to the wave monitors, 6 to 9 foot. We're going to call it 6 to 10 foot and clean, with an east-southeast swell coming in around 10 foot and 13 seconds. We've got westerly winds right now at 15 miles per hour or 13 knots. Air temperature is 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperature is cooling down at 55. We had a low tide. We have a low tide that we are looking forward to between 5 and 6 p.m. So right now, tide is almost at low tide. So more of that sandbar is going to be exposed for those waves to break up. Further down south at Rodanthe, we've got 7 to 10 foot waves in semi-clean conditions. East-southeast swell at 11.6 foot and 12 seconds westerly winds right now at about 16 miles per hour. Air temperatures 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 58 degrees Fahrenheit. And at Buxton, we've got 7 to 11 foot waves and clean conditions with a south-southeasterly swell at 12.6 foot and 12 seconds. West winds also at about 15 miles per hour. Air temperatures 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 65. And last of all, we've got Frisco at 7 to 9 foot and chop. Today, the powerful storm that roared through the Outer Banks last night, bringing 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, is heading into the Canadian Maritimes. And right now, that system is pulling in those west winds that we're enjoying here in the Outer Banks and generating that clean surf window that we are experiencing with these very large waves in the range of 6 to 11 foot, depending on where you are in the Outer Banks this afternoon. For tonight and tomorrow, unfortunately, winds are going to shift toward the north. So we're going to have northerly winds coming in tonight and tomorrow. And with those northerly winds, we expect choppier conditions in the 3 to 5 foot range by Tuesday. And I'm not looking too far out right now because we're going to focus in on the large surf for today. Hopefully somebody's out there catching them and enjoying some of these big waves. Yeah, my surf crew, they're kind of a no-go. People are recovering from injuries, and people are snowboarding, and people are helter-skelter all over the place. So I'm just going to have to watch these and dream. We'll get them on another day. I'm not going to go out alone and risk it myself. All right, so thank you for joining me for this Monday, the 18th of December session of the OBX wave report. Looking at some beautiful, huge waves breaking at the end of Jeanette's Pier on this cool December day, and looking at those cold waters getting churned up. And once again, I'd like to ask everything to please do everything you can to help support the transition to clean energy and protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning. Clean energy being wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles. The mass deployment of clean energy will protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning by bringing carbon emissions first to zero and enabling a net negative carbon emission world through sustainable practices. And it will also help to reduce the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning, such as rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. And if someone's telling you they want to drill baby drill, well, what they're telling you is they want to drill baby drill until all this beautiful stuff you see right here goes underwater. So people who want to drill baby drill want to do all the bad things. I shouldn't have to say that, but here we are. All right, so thank you for joining me once again, and I will be back with you shortly.